What's cracking, guys? Omar Isov here, back with another video, joined back once more with the one and only, the illustrious Eric Helms. Oh, hey, I'm here for bro. I'm here for you, bro. We're just having a purpose-driven life.
Always.
And with that being said, I announced this previously that you are going to be my coach moving forward. You're just someone I've highly respected for such a long period of time, both when it comes to bodybuilding, coaching bodybuilders, the information you give out, as well as coaching athletes, powerlifters, strength athletes, and so forth. And so for myself, I do want to get the leanest I've ever been, end of 2018 leading into 2019. But before I do that, I wanted you to critique my physique. You are a pro natural bodybuilder. Again, you've coached hundreds of successful athletes. And so I want you just to break down what you think of my physique and then teach me also a little bit about posing. Because I'm curious, you know, I want to learn. The more involved I become with this, the more I focus on aesthetics, just the whole process.
And I just want to say it's an honor to get the opportunity to work with you. It's always fun to work with people who you respect, and I feel like it's a two-way street.
Yeah, man.
And it's time.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, it is that time of the day, you know?
Exactly. And in some ways, it's always that time of the day.
It's always that time. And so what you're going to see is Eric coaching me when it comes to the posing and then just giving a little breakdown when it comes to the physique. So let's roll this, and then we'll come back and maybe give our thoughts afterwards.
Absolutely. So Omar, the first thing we're going to work on today is a side shot.
It's raining men. Hallelujah, it's raining men.
Both the side tricep and the side chest, you start from the ground up, and they're exactly the same. So we're going to master the ground first. So I just want you to watch the way I do this. I'm going to show you what the shot looks like from the front. First thing you'll notice is that my feet are actually staggered. So you're going to put the big knuckle into the instep or the insole of your other foot. All right? Now what you're going to try to do is you're going to take this teardrop and you're going to push it into the hamstring behind you. Yep. So you're jamming your knees together. So it should look like that from the front. Yep. Okay? Then you're going to come up onto your calf here. You might have to slide it back a little bit while keeping this here. So you're basically going to have to do a little squat.
Yep.
Okay? Now notice there you lost contact.
Yep.
So you got to keep that contact. So you can start by, another easy way to do it is to start by spiking your calf.
Yep.
Okay? Then slide that other foot in and take your teardrop and push it right in the hamstring behind it.
Yep.
Okay? Can you feel that?
Yep.
Sweet. Now you'll notice the difference is that I have small hamstring, bigger hamstring, small hamstring, bigger hamstring. Okay? And it's really important to keep high on your foot so you can really get that calf contracted. Yep. Okay? And that is basically both the side tricep and the side chest.
Got it.
Cool? So the side chest is about framing your body. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to do like a most muscular in the mirror like that.
Yeah.
Okay? But I want the bottom hand up.
Yeah.
Okay? And you're going to grasp the wrist. Okay?
Yeah.
Fist.
Yeah.
Fist over here.
Yeah. Oh.
There you go. Then I want you to tuck your elbow onto your lat while sticking your chest out.
Elbow onto the lat.
Yeah, and you should feel this hand contacting your body. That's really good. Then I just want you to tighten this arm into your body a little bit. Perfect. And lift your back shoulder slightly.
Oh, back shoulder?
Yep. That's a really good side chest. Now, because you were focused on your upper body, you lost your lower body position. No, that's good.
Yeah.
That's totally normal. So what I want you to do
Yeah.
is to start from the ground up.
Yeah.
Spike the foot.
Yeah.
Teardrop against your hamstring.
Right foot further ahead than left foot. So
So you'll probably start here,
Yeah.
and then once you spike it, they're going to be more or less even or slightly.
Got it.
Yeah. So bend that. There you go. Good. Then just relax your upper body for a second. Spike that leg more. Drive into the hamstring.
Yeah.
Try to point this knee that direction.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. See, you open up the leg. Now, big air. Frame the chest. Elbow into the lat while you lift your chest. Try to stick your chest out more. Arch your lower back. Knee into the hamstring. There you go. That's side chest.
We did it! We did it! We did it! Yay!
Easy.
Chest has looked from this angle ever.
Nice. Relax, chill out.
Yo,
How's it feel?
posing is tiring, bro. I feel like my back's fucking getting tight and stuff. Oh, that feels good.
Good.
That looks obviously way better than everything I've ever tried from that angle.
Looks really solid.
Thank you.
So yeah, just a couple key things. You want to point that knee that direction.
Yep.
That way it just gives, basically, you're getting an angle on everybody with your hamstring.
Yep.
It also can show off some glute striations.
Yep.
And then arch your lower back a lot because it sticks your chest out. And they can't see how arched your lower back is because your arm's there.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
Side tricep is basically the same setup. The key differences are that you're actually blowing all your out and flexing your abs.
Yep.
So we start the same way. Spike the calf. Okay? Bring the other foot in to push your knee against your hamstring. So squat down into it.
Yep.
Back knee into the hamstring. Good. Good. Then you're going to take your hand cupped up like this. Your hand cupped up like this. Your hand cupped up like this.
Yep.
Bring it behind your back.
Yep.
Stay nice and straight. And you're going to lock your fingers together like so. Okay? Good. Now blow out all your air and cough. Now chest up. And then bring this back shoulder forward. Think of protracting that shoulder right there. There you go. Straighten that arm. Straight down. Blow out the air. Knee into the back hamstring. Pretty good? Now lean. It's hard.
Yeah.
You need to be a little flexible. The key is to be able to do that.
Yeah. I'm discovering how flexible you need to be.
So I want you this time to relax your legs completely.
Yep.
We're not even going to do the legs. We're just going to do the side tricep.
Yep.
So stand here, just facing forward, totally relaxed.
Yep.
Hand here.
Yep.
Here.
Yep.
Okay. Chest up. Lock the elbow. Roll the shoulder back. Tilt and angle the other shoulder forward. There you go. Now blow all the air out. Good. Now, set the legs up from there. Lock the elbow. Flex the abs. Chest up. We're getting there.
Yeah. If you were to evaluate my physique overall, like to break it down, like top to bottom, can you
Sure.
just give me, so like,
So if everyone recalls last time, Omar showed me a physique update that was actually just from the waist up and was unwilling to show me his legs.
So beyond that, I think you've got very, very balanced development, at least in the upper body. The fact that you're afraid to take your pants off probably means that overall leg development, and especially calves, of course, probably needs to come up.
And based on that 50% evaluation I set his arms, now to me it's clear that even though you do have good leg muscle mass, you don't have the greatest shape to your legs. So they don't look up to par with the rest of your body.
okay.
So I think there are some things you can do with posing. For example, a lot of people, when they do their front relaxed, they'll just be like here,
Yep.
when they really should be here and bent slightly, and then hips cocked back so you can see the sartorius. I'm not lean enough to show it, but your legs look a lot bigger like that
Yeah.
than they do like that, even though they look a little more cut. So that helps a little bit. Sit back into your hips more. Okay, that helps a little bit. I still think you just need more overall leg mass,
Yep.
more than anything else.
And then,
And same thing with your hamstrings, to be able to get that to pop. Yeah, that's pretty good actually.
okay.
And obviously more calves, of course.
Yep.
Yeah. So overall legs, I think is what you need to bring up.
So if I'm like 190 at almost like 5'10", what do you think his body fat is? Now that you've seen it in person.
I think you have I would put you in the mid-teens.
Yeah.
I think people underestimate
Like 15, probably.
ish.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right in there. Now the thing is that even if you were to lose mostly body fat, when you start dieting, you lose more weight than you expect. It's not muscle necessarily,
Yeah.
at least not skeletal muscle. So you're going to have a lot less weight of food in your gut. You're going to be glycogen depleted. You're going to have less intramuscular triglycerides. That's still fat loss, but it doesn't really change how lean you look.
Yeah.
And then you're also, I think, this is just total speculation, I think when you're eating a lot less for a long period of time, you actually lose some of the smooth muscle of your gut. You have some atrophy in your gut.
Okay.
So like the amount of weight someone has to lose to get shredded is always a little more than you think.
No.
So if we think about it logically, like, oh, you're 15% body fat,
No.
lose 10, 15 pounds, you can be pretty damn lean.
No.
In reality, you probably need to lose about 20. I
Yeah.
think when you get, or 25, when you get down to what, 170, you'd look sick.
Oh, dude, I'm fucking in.
do
So if you
it.
had to give me a out of 10 evaluation so far for the physique. things to
Overall,
work on.
overall, I think you have a very good physique. I'm not kidding. I think,
Don't bullshit me just because you're here, bro.
I'm not kidding. Like honestly, if someone came to me and said, hey, I'm ready to get on stage, I'd be like, great, let's do it. And the main thing we would focus on, if they came to me in season, would just be posing to try to really get the legs. Like there's some other things you can do from the front to make your legs look bigger than they are.
Yep.
And that's to just make it harder to compare to your upper body.
Yep.
So for example, you can do an off-center front double bicep, right? You can do an off-center front lat spread, and then the legs, just because they're not easily compared, you can't just go and see it as easily.
Yeah.
So you can do all kinds, or like you can see people do side triceps here.
Yeah.
You can see people do most musculars here, all kinds of things like that, just to not give someone a very symmetrical look at your upper body.
Yeah.
But you can't hide it on a front relaxed.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, in the symmetry round, you will get found out.
Yeah.
But when you get compared, you can do some things. You know, and that same kind of concept. So you can make things look pretty good with posing.
Yeah.
I have legitimately, and I think Jeff and Brad would agree with this. They were there. The guy who I beat in the overall when I got my pro card had a significantly better physique than I did. But he was pretty young.
Yeah.
He didn't really know how to pose, but he was very lean, symmetrical, and muscular. But he's just a young guy.
So I'm gonna hustle everyone, Eric.
That's what I Gary V'd him.
Yeah, you Gary.
You know what I'm saying?
So what do you think that the best pose for me to try?
Your best shot.
Yeah, right now, like as it stands. Obviously, I gotta lean out, but like, what would be the one that by default I always go back to?
I think. Let me see just a hands. Actually, that shot you always do, I think looks good on you.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, that's a very good shot because you have a lot of good chest thickness.
Yeah.
Anything that shows off your chest thickness, like your side chest looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and your traps and your shoulders have come up a lot since you started taking creatine.
Creatine.
No, but seriously, like you have good upper body development right here. So anything that frames that, I think would look good on you.
So I think you did a really good job overall.
Okay.
I think, because this is, I wouldn't say it's your first time, because obviously as someone who's into physical culture, you have definitely done at least one pose.
One bicep, the one shot I have.
Yeah. But I think people sometimes underestimate how mobile you have to be for certain poses.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I underestimated that.
Yeah. And so, and also just how much the sport of bodybuilding is based on illusions in many way. And this is something bodybuilders know, like the way you can make yourself look on stage in a certain pose, in certain conditioning and certain lighting, if you have shaved yourself, and if you've dieted long enough, and if you put on the right tanner and the right lighting and all of the above, makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
So, you know, one of the most important things that we do at 3D Muscle Journey with coaching is we work on posing.
Yeah.
So like the typical report I'll get from an athlete will be a link to a Google spreadsheet with their training, their nutrition, and all of that. And then we'll get a video link of them telling me how the week went subjectively. And then I'll get a video of them actually going through all the poses.
Right.
And that takes up a solid third of my time with athletes, especially if they're going to get on stage.
Yep.
And you know, you may or may not be getting on stage, but I think I feel that you are respecting the process.
Yes. This Eric.
Yes. So like you want to know what some of it's like to participate in this side of it.
Yeah.
And I've always seen you as like a respectful connoisseur of all strength sports.
Yeah.
And if we were going to go as far to call bodybuilding a strength sport, I think it's at least part of the physical culture. So yeah, man, we'll do it up.
Yeah, I love it. And so just maybe final thoughts right now. So you've seen in person, I sent you a video before. What do you think of the physique, where it is, and where it should be maybe 4 to 5 months from now?
I think you're at a good place to start a diet.
Yeah. I think you're like 8 weeks out from starting. Like you need a cut for 8 weeks before you start.
You're a solid 16 weeks out from starting a diet. No, but on a serious note, I think you're actually a good body composition where we'd want to see someone at before they start a diet. Like if you can maintain roughly around here.
Yeah.
I know your goal is to put on a little more muscle mass.
Just a little bit more.
Which I fully endorse.
Yeah.
Because I do think, not because of the actual amount of mass, but just the shape of your legs.
Yeah.
And the relation to your bone structure and your upper body. They're going to be a weak point for you.
Yeah.
In terms of physique, just almost no matter what you do.
Yeah.
So it's just a matter of eliminating that weak point as much as we can by bringing your legs up and then getting your posing on point.
Yeah.
You know, I actually agree with Jeff.
Yeah.
Based on his last talk with you about your physique. Now that I've seen the whole package and not just your highly edited whole package,
upper body,
not just the upper body, I don't think your arms are really that much of a weak point.
Okay.
When someone looks at your overall physique, I think the first thing they'll say is, you need to get those legs up a little more.
Okay, got it. Yeah, and then overall, what do you think of, out of curiosity, like my bone structure and all that, like my body when it comes to aesthetics? Like, am I going to make it?
We're all going to make it.
Oh, we're all going to make it. Okay, there you go. Oh, that's good.
Even the man who said that.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's there with Elvis somewhere.
Yeah, Elvis is singing "I'm All Shook Up" and "You Ain't Nothing But a Hound Dog." and he's doing the
Yep, and he's right there with
yeah, with the pose.
generations of aesthetics.
Yeah, over time. Yeah.
To seriously answer your question, I think you actually have very good genetics for bodybuilding. I think he's retiring.
It's the peak, guys. No, yeah, don't bullshit me because like you're a straight shooter, like you tell me.
Yeah, no. I think honestly, you have a relatively small waist,
Yeah.
relatively broad shoulders.
Yep.
You seem to be able to build a good amount of muscle mass.
Yeah.
And you carry it in a lot of areas that are that help the case. You know, like as far as you have upper pec development, you have good separation between your shoulders, your traps, and your pecs.
Yeah.
And I think as you get leaner, it's going to become pretty gnarly. And I think, especially when your legs get really lean, that's another thing you can do for all those out there who feel like, my legs just don't have great shape, and I know I have a lot of muscle mass, but they just don't look that good. Getting them very lean definitely gives a lot more of an impression of size.
Yeah, and that's something I was going to say. That's why I do want to continue that lean mass phase for a little bit longer, because after training now with you and seeing how someone who is driven for aesthetics, many things, but just the approach that you take, I think I can take several months and put even more of a focus on aesthetics and then maybe bring up some of those areas and then dive down with you. Yeah. No, I'm just excited. I just want to say thank you. This is the start of something new and beautiful. And like you said, I am a connoisseur. I respect the process and I want to understand it. And so it makes sense for me to bring on the best of the best. Eric, where can people find you? Whoa.
Definitely check out 3dmusclejourney.com for anyone who truly is interested in getting on stage or is just a fan of the sport. And for drug-free lifters, drug-free bodybuilders, we're there just as a community support and evidence-based information. Check us out at Helms 3DMJ and also on Instagram at Team 3DMJ and our YouTube channel also.
Yeah.
/Team 3DMJ.
Yeah. We'll link all those in the description. Guys, you made it all the way to the end of the video. I remember for a long time, people were like, yo, Omar, when are you going to show your physique? Come on, I want to see a physique update. Yo, hot guy, babe. Just take off that shirt. Well, here you go. You got it, and you got an actual pro-natural bodybuilder breaking things down. Like the damn video. I'll see all you guys, my rascals, in the next video. Peace.